Well, hello there. Today I'm going to be doing something that I've never done before. I'm going to be sitting down and talking about something that has been on my mind lately for quite some time, maybe a few months by now, and we're going to be talking about competitive gaming. I don't really enjoy playing competitive shooters anymore. I put down a few notes, and this is just unscripted. I'm just going to be saying everything that's on my mind. Oh, I'm cut. There we go. So I'm just going to kind of do this at my own speed. You don't know when you're just sitting alone in a room, talking into a microphone. It is a bit of a weird feeling. So I'm just going to take my time. So there is a number of reasons why I just can't deal with competitive games anymore. And I think I'm just going to go down the list in order. But I'd first like to talk about my Siege video. And if you haven't watched that video already, don't watch it. Alright? Just don't. Because it's trash. For real. Don't. That video is just basically like an editing practice. But to summarize that video, basically I spent upwards of, I think it was 90 days. So 2,000 hours on console. I have spent 2,000 hours just playing Siege on console alone. That's a lot of time to dedicate to just one game. And do I still play Siege after all those years that I've been practicing and training on it? And the answer is no. I don't even think about that game anymore. And honestly, I don't want to go back to Siege ever again, because that game is just... it's super unsatisfying to play. I just can't enjoy it anymore. That's the way it is. And it's the same for practically every competitive shooter, like Counter-Strike, Valorant. Well, now that I think about it, those are really the only competitive shooters I've played. Siege, CS, and Siege, CS, and Valorant. Maybe Apex Legends, but I didn't play a lot of that. Basically, that Siege video, put 2,000 hours into console, swapped the PC, and basically lost all my, I didn't lose my game sense or game knowledge. Like, I was basically starting over on a mouse and keyboard. It was kind of like starting it from the beginning again. So, like, all the time practicing in T-hunts for, like, hours, or maybe about half an hour before starting a ranked session. It's just out the window, like, gone. So I kind of thought about that, and I just never really bothered to train my aim on PC at all. I never really tryharded aim training. Let me put it this way. So before I moved to PC, in order to save up for a computer, I obviously had to get a job. So, you get a job, you save up for a PC, you build the PC, and, well, you still have a job. You don't have all this time to be aim training all the time. And when you are working a job, free time becomes a little more important. And you have to be able to enjoy your free time a lot more. And you know what? For my free time, I don't want to sit around aim training all day. That's just not the way I want to do things. And part of my dissatisfaction in competitive shooters is because I don't use that free time to aim train, I'm not going to get better at the FPS games. And therefore, I'm just not going to be able to get as much enjoyment out of them compared to other games that are a lot more relaxing. Something like Stardew Valley or Terraria or Minecraft, those games are great. Anyone can play them. You don't really need training for those. You can just hop in a game and play it. You could argue that you don't really need training for competitive shooters, but competitive shooters, super rage-inducing. I'll be honest, it is nice to just shit on your opponents. That's probably the main reason people just train. Is to get better at a game they enjoy. And that's fine. But, as I mentioned earlier, I'm working a full-time job now. I don't really want to spend my free time training my aim for a game I don't really enjoy. And we're just going at my own pace today. No rush. I'm gonna keep that hunting rifle. Swag. So let's quickly talk about Apex Legends. So Apex Legends, you can just download, it's free. Well, yeah. So Apex Legends, you can just hop in, and the casual lobbies in that game, they are sweaty. That game is just not beginner friendly at all. You'll get people that play for thousands of hours in just random lobbies, random casual lobbies. That is not fun. That is just miserable. And it's not just every other game or just some random off game. Like it's every game. You just get shed on by people that play non-stop. Like, and to me, that is not fun. All right. So you know what? Uninstall. I am done with that game. If that's the way it's gonna be, no more. And right now, I'm just gonna say you can actually have fun in competitive shooters. I'm gonna be rolling a few clips throughout this video, and you'll see me actually having fun in these games.
What was that?
I'll leave a bitch, leave a dent. Ooh,
Up
grabbing
goes
that
the
bitch like
weasel.
it's raining. Ooh. Alright, well.
Come on, team! Let's pick it up! Guys, only one person is spawning on.
I'll follow you.
But that's only when you're not taking them seriously. And that's part of the reason I also don't solo queue any competitive games at all. Competitive games I find are only really fun when you're playing with people you know. And when you solo queue, you're just rolling the dice. You don't know if you're going to get some jerk or rage baiter, or just people who don't talk into the microphone at all. Whenever my friends were not online, obviously I wouldn't be playing that shooter because it's not that fun alone. And I only really enjoyed playing those games with my friends. Like, my aim is not good. My aim is sub. Maybe you can see it in the Left 4 Dead gameplay, but you know, my aim's not like godly or anything. It's pretty average. I think it's average at least. But you know, you can play competitive games without having cracked aim. You can just play off of game sense and knowledge. I've learned that from Siege. Like, you don't need crazy aim to be good at that game, but still, you know, going back to it, full-time job, don't want to spend my free time training all day. Because, you know, I don't want that. I don't want it badly at all. Like maybe some other people. Now, obviously, I'm not going to be able to say everything that I have on my mind all into one video, but, you know, I'll try. Now I'm just going to talk about when you are taking competitive games seriously. You know, when you train in a competitive shooter, you set higher standards for yourself in-game. If you practice something long enough, then at a certain point, you'll just expect to be able to do certain things, and that will actually take away from your enjoyment in the game, because if your performance is lacking, you're going to feel it, and you're going to notice it, and you're going to beat yourself up for it. And it's just going to be this cycle of trying to train to get better and better at a game. And if you look at my example, 2,000 hours on console, and I'm never going to play that game ever again. It's just a big waste of time, to be honest. Do I regret my 2,000 hours on console Siege? No, I do not. Because at the time, I thoroughly enjoyed playing that game because I had a stack to play with. And, you know, we didn't take it too seriously. It was kind of like a good balance of playing like idiots and sweating our nuts off. I felt like I got my aim pretty good for a controller. So my enjoyment of the game was pretty high because my aim was naturally good. Maybe not naturally, but like my aim was pretty trained for a controller. Like I think I had like a 1.4, 1.5 KD. Let me see if I can take a screenshot and show you. Maybe 1.3. But yeah, my aim was pretty good on a controller, so I definitely just enjoyed the game a lot more. I'm so sorry, Mur. Oh yeah! Vector! Oh yeah! So some days I would just join the call, and then someone would say, oh, what games do you guys want to play? Okay, don't have that. All right, no one wants to play that right now. Oh, everyone wants to play CS2. All right, well, we'll get on that. You know, there's 5 people in the call. Can make a perfect 5 stack. And oh hey, if you don't join our 5 stack, you're gonna look bad because you're gonna be the odd man out in the call. You're just gonna be sitting in the corner like a little rat. So, you know, maybe there's a bit of a peer pressure thing going on when you're in those kind of situations. Basically, if you are in a call with 5 people and someone says, oh, hey guys, we got enough for a 5 stack. Maybe it's looked down upon that somebody doesn't want to play or join up. So maybe you're pressured into joining when you don't really want to play. And you know what? After all this stuff I'm saying, I'm always a player that doesn't want to play comp games anymore. It's just the way it is. I'd rather be spending time playing other things I enjoy or spending time on hobbies like YouTube. Which, to be honest, I've been turning down a lot lately and I want to get back into it. To be honest, I haven't been using my free time as effectively as I'd wanted.
Except for that guy, he's dead.
You'll lurk on the bottom of the map and not kill anyone and complain that I can't get any kills.
Yeah, fair enough.
So going back to that little 5-man stack thing, when you don't want to play a game and you force yourself to play it, like, you feel it. You really feel it. It sucks. And when you're underperforming in a comp game, you just want to get off after the first game every time. That's the way it is for me, at least. I think I've kind of said everything I wanted to say for now. I'll have to put in a few editor notes because I'm definitely messy with my speech. So, you know, it's probably going to be a disaster, but whatever. I just want to get this kind of shit out there. I haven't uploaded in 6 months, so... And I have been trying to work on a few other projects, but I've been procrastinating them. And so at this point, I just want to get something out. I don't care if it's good or bad, I just want something out. So if you stuck around this long to listen to the stuff I had to say, maybe you agree, maybe you don't agree, and... Oh, I'm dead. Well, basically the main takeaway is that find better ways to enjoy your free time. You don't need to spend all this time playing comp games. You know, maybe explore some new games. That's what I've been doing lately, and I have thoroughly enjoyed it. It does get pretty draining just playing the same competitive game over and over. And, you know, it gets to you. Don't be afraid to try new games. Thank you for watching. I'll probably upload soon. It won't be a sit down and talk video, I don't think. And yeah, that's all I have to say.
CT. Take it. Push that.
Sorry, he'll never kill
What?
me. I mean, kill me.
What is